Good morning, guys. Well, we sure have a lot to talk about this week, so kicking off today's Inside NFTs by saying, guys, if you want to keep up with all the shows here, well, make sure you're following me over on X at Huda_idiot. This morning, I'm bringing you up to date on what I saw taking place over the weekend here in NFTs and crypto. But guys, remember at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we're going to continue this conversation over on Slam X Official over on YouTube. That's right, we're getting deeper into today's stories over on Chain Reactor. Again, you can find that show over on Slam X Official. Now this morning, let's get right to the NFT market, starting of course with the Forecast 500 NFT index. You can see we're up in the green right now, up 0.25%, and we've actually been in the green for the past few days. Peeking at the 7-day view, you can see we're down 4.31%, but you see it right here since Friday, a fantastic recovery here in the NFT market, with the value of the NFT market just increasing by the day. And of course, like you expect, a lot of that has to do with crypto. Friday was the first time that none of the Bitcoin ETFs saw negative flows. So yes, a lot of money coming into the Bitcoin ecosystem, and at this point you see that reflected in Bitcoin's price, now nearly $65,000, and you can see in the past 24 hours all the major cryptos are up. Can we hold this week? I know we're all hoping so. Now NFT sales last week, well, that didn't look so great. You can see for the data period ending yesterday, we finished with 153.4 million in sales, and guys, that is the lowest we've seen in 2024, and actually you have to go all the way back to the first week of November to find the last time we were lower, so NFTs continuing their downtrend in sales. Now with that said, sales actually increased yesterday to 21.1 million. That was up from Saturday's 19.5 mil. It's pretty rare you see sales increase on a Sunday, so maybe a good sign heading into this week. But you see it right there across the board. Unique sellers, buyers, transactions all up. Same with average sale price, but unfortunately trade profits still in the negative. You see yesterday negative $592,000. Staying on CryptoSlam to see who is moving this market, we see the general ordinals collection there at the top, 5.2 million in sales. Sales up 71.63% though. Behind them, D-Gods, D-Market, Node Monkeys, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Solana Monkey Business, Pudgy Penguins, Gods Unchained, Mad Lads, and the Mutant Ape Yacht Club rounds out your top 10. And Bitcoin, your top blockchain by sales volume, buyers up a whopping 238%. Wow. And then on Bitcoin, interesting movement, also interesting stories coming out over the weekend. We're going to get to Blob here in a moment. But guys, that Merlin unlock still may play a factor over there in the top Bitcoin collections. You can see at this point, 74% of Node Monkeys have been redistributed. And this is as of Saturday, by the way. But what stands out here from DataMonkey is that so far none of the Bitcoin puppets have gotten redistributed yet, which means that it is possible to see the puppets floor price fall back even further. That is if that unlocked supply does get listed. So far with Node Monkeys, yes, some got listed, didn't really impact the price much yet. I would say there's still time, especially if the market keeps cooling off like this. Now for me, this was the biggest story of the weekend. This was Beeple's digital art deathmatch. Remember, Beeple had all these artists come out to his studio in South Carolina, and these guys competed across rounds elimination style until they had a final winner. And my goodness, guys, fantastic art coming out of this competition. Okay, so round by round, 4 artists would compete, with people here on X voting to see who moves on. And that happened till we got to the final 2 with their entries right here. And guys, in the end, Joshua Brockett took home the belt. So incredible win for this young man. Incredible art throughout the tournament, but congrats to Joshua here. And man, I gotta say, Beeple, just such an incredible person for this space. We are so lucky to have this guy. Now, believe it or not, guys, that is not our only big story from the weekend. You guys remember that 33 Bitcoin sale for an epic SAT? This was just maybe 2 weeks ago. Well, a little something's happening with that SAT, guys, because for the first time ever, we saw an epic SAT get inscribed on. And man, that is just a wild audio-visual treat here. But now back to the Bitcoin collections, and yes, it's the Blob team who inscribed that epic SAT. And now that first ever inscribed epic SAT is now attached to a rune called Epic, 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 Epic. Pretty epic title. Now it looks like that rune may have gotten distributed to holders. Gonna have to dive deeper into that. So guys, make sure you do tune into Chain Reactor. We're definitely going deeper here. And then still on runes, man, FEHU is starting to ramp up their activity over on X. And on Saturday, the holy day of May the 4th, well, they tweeted that this isn't even their final form yet. But check out their tweet here of what I was assuming at first are more runes that they're going to be etching. To be honest, not totally clear on what we're looking at here. But you do see FEHU being paired with other cryptos. Maybe there's some type of exchange being set up. Keeping our eye on this for sure. All right, now I'm just going to be really honest here. My timeline was full of basically nothing but fantasy top this weekend. Whether that was people playing in the first tournament or building out their decks or trading, I'm telling you, my whole timeline full of people playing and also the influencers who cards are being played. But what really stood out to me, it's the rewards being given away. And you can see here last night, fantasy top hitting the blast jackpot, and these guys distributing 4.6 gold for every single card in the ecosystem. People out there pricing gold around 12, 13 bucks right now. So we're looking at about 50 to 60 bucks per card here. And guys, this is just building hype leading into a main tournament that I believe does start today. Guys, it's a real cooker, and best of all, people are having fun with it. So do not underestimate that combo of a rewarding game plus fun. Usually a recipe for success, and I think we're starting to see that here. Now, FriendTech also all over my timeline this weekend. You can see here the team tweeting out that in the past 48 hours, almost 60,000 unique addresses have joined. And guys, when they join, they're joining these new clubs, almost 90,000 of those clubs already. And think of those clubs as the essence of this FriendTech V2. Yeah, this is the new version of buying somebody's key. Now you're joining their club. So just like Fantasy Top, we're keeping our eye on FriendTech here. And of course, getting deeper into this on today's Chain Reactor. Now, a big week for conferences over in Asia. We've got Bitcoin Asia going on May 9th and 10th. And then Ordinals Asia is coming on May 11th. Guys, Henry the Grape is going to be out at Bitcoin Asia. So if you're hoping to see him this week on Inside NFTs Live in the afternoon, well, he's going to try to stop by, but if he can't make it, I guess we can cut him some slack here. So yeah, Hollywood Henry going global here. Hope you have a fantastic time, Henry, if you're watching. And to you guys, hope your Monday's fantastic here. Final reminder, make sure you're catching Chain Reactor here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And again, you'll find that on SlamX Official over on YouTube. And then at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for Inside NFTs Live. With or without Henry, the show goes on. So join us this afternoon for another live edition of Inside NFTs. Cannot wait to see you guys there. And then fam, tomorrow morning, I'll be back with your NFT market update. We'll get into all the latest happenings. Remember, if it's happening in NFTs, I'm bringing you inside. Until the next time, I'll see you.